Bizarre new species unveiled. 1. Mirasaura grauvogeli, the crest-bearing tree dweller. Deep in the Triassic era, reptiles weren't just scaly and scuttling. Some, like Mirasaura grauvogeli, were flaunting freaky crests. This fossil reptile surprises not only with a crest so feather-like it fooled early observers, but also with its lifestyle, climbing trees, using a prehensile tail, having a beak-like mouth. The crest, not feathers. Something else that evolved separately, apparently for attracting mates or intimidating rivals. 2. Iridogorgia chewbacca, coral that channels. Wookie vibes. Imagine coral branches so hairy and shaggy that the first thought is Chewbacca. Iridogorgia chewbacca is deep-sea bamboo coral living over 400 meters down in the tropical western Pacific. Flexible, long, brush-like branches, colony height up to 1.2 meters. It must look like a forest made out of strands, something out of fantasy, named after a Star Wars character for good reason. 3. Tilari hairy snail, Lagocheilus hayaomiyazakii, the snail with a forest hairdo. Deep within the Tilari forest of India, scientists found a snail so hairy that it deserves its name. Called Lagocheilus hayaomiyazakii, it's the first of its genus recorded so far north in the Western Ghats, extended its known range by some 540 km. It humbly dwells among leaves and rocks, but because of its limited territory and threats like deforestation, it's already at risk. 4. Zephodrocon golden capensis, the sword dragon. Ichthyosaur fossils tell stories, and this one reads like something from a fantasy novel. Nearly complete remains of a marine reptile about the size of a dolphin, with a long narrow snout and a suite of skeletal oddities. It's called Zephodrocon golden capensis, or sword dragon of Dorset. It lived in the seas thousands of years ago. Its discovery helps fill in gaps in how ichthyosaurs evolved. 5. Leptobracella xishuiensis, the bamboo forest toad with a paint job. Hopping around Guizhou, China, this new toad species, Leptobracella xishuiensis, dwells in bamboo understories around 1600 meter elevation. What makes it weird, in a beautiful way, are its coloring and its toes. Purple and gray tones, rudimentary webbing, delicate limbs. Also interesting, its features are subtle, easy to overlook, which makes you wonder how many similar creatures are out there unrecognized. 6. Hylaeus paumako, the all-black bee of Molokai. Sandwiched in Hawaii's biodiversity hotspot, this new bee species is the first newly described bee on Molokai in over a century. What's bizarre? The males are completely black, no yellow face markings like their relatives. The entire species is somber, named paumako, evoking mourning or grief. It's gorgeous, but also signals how isolation in islands leads to odd evolutionary brushes. 7. Hipposideros srilankaensis, leaf-nosed bat, with its own tune. In Sri Lanka's dark caves and forests, a bat that was thought to be part of another species turned out to be its own thing. Hipposideros srilankaensis. It was distinguished using morphology, genetics, and echolocation calls. It has a distinct nose leaf, ears, skull features, call patterns. Bats always remind us that hearing and judgment, scientifically speaking, go hand in hand. 8. Clavalina ossipandi, Skeleton-Panda Sea Squirt. In the coral reefs of Okinawa, a transparent colonial tunicate, sea squirt, with black eye-like markings and white rib-like internal structures. Think panda skeleton but squishier, more gelatinous. It filters, sticks to coral, but visually it's a wild masquerade. It's been nicknamed the Skeleton-Panda Sea Squirt. 9. Bone collector. Caterpillar, genus Hyposmacoma, morbid camouflage artist. On the island of Oahu, there lives a caterpillar that literally wears its undead dinners. It constructs a protective casing from bits of dead insects, exoskeletons, wings, legs, and lives on spider webbing among spiders, somehow avoiding becoming dinner itself. Dubbed the bone collector, this creature is from the genus Hyposmacoma. In terms of survival strategy, that's wildly creative. Camouflage meets morbidity. What themes emerge? Because life is weird but patterned. As we glance through these discoveries, some patterns emerge. They help not only in appreciating how bizarre nature can get, but also in figuring out what triggers oddness in evolution. Extreme environments or isolation. Islands. Hawaii, Molokai, deep seas, caves or bamboo forests at high elevation. Isolation gives room for weird to evolve. Convergent evolution. Traits like crests, coloration, even deceptive mimicry appear in entirely unrelated lineages. Mirasaura's crest tempted comparison with feathers, though it's not related to birds. Hidden in plain sight. Some species are cryptic, meaning they look like other species, or are extremely localized, which delays discovery until someone takes a close look, using morphology plus genetics. Appearance versus function divergence. Just because something looks like feathers doesn't mean it is. Or creepy skeleton panda doesn't mean it is dangerous. The appearance may be for display, intimidation, camouflage, etc. Threatened from birth. Many of these bizarre species already face habitat loss, climate threats, or human disruption. Discovery is only the first step. Preserving is the far more urgent one. Why these discoveries matter. Beyond cool creatures, biodiversity mapping. Every species adds something new to the tree of life, reshaping our understanding of how lineages branched, evolved, and adapted. Evolutionary insight. Weird anatomical features, unusual behaviors, novel ecological niches all help refine our models of evolution, adaptation, and speciation. Conservation urgency. Once we discover them, many are found to be endangered or at risk. It highlights ecosystems we may have ignored. Wonder and inspiration. These keep alive the sense that Earth still has secrets. It fuels science, creativity, even policy changes. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you next time.